Hey squad. So today I wanted to talk about a few habits that I have made or am working to make through the new year and kind of these first few months as we start into 2021. In a recent video, I talked about ways that you can, care for yourself and kind of treat yourself without spending any money. That video had a lot of tips about having good habits and having a good daily routine. As I started to assess my daily routine, I realized that there were some places that I could use some improvement. And I sat down one evening I didn't really know what to do next. And I just started writing a grid, and I realized that this is the way that I see my day sort of naturally in my head. There might be some of you that feel this way as well. This is not necessarily a planner. You could certainly put it in a page protector or one of those dry erase sleeves and then add to it week to week and use it as a planner. But it's mainly something that I'm using just to sort of look at my week at a glance and know what to expect and know what goes in each of these time blocks. So I had asked on Instagram a while back about what planners people use. I still haven't selected one yet. I don't want to invest the money in something that I don't absolutely need, but I am still searching for one. So leave a comment down below if you have a planner that you really like and that you feel really enhances your life really well. I started writing a grid, and what I came up with was this. So this was my first draft, and from there I moved to Canva and I designed a printable. And I went through and I gave a row to each block of time that I view my day divided up into. So being a part-time stay-at-home mom, part-time working mom, this is sort of how I view my day. So I look at the first block of time as the morning, and this for me is from the time I wake up, the time the kids wake up, all the way through until lunch. And then you have the afternoon, which includes nap time and then that kind of prep time leading up until supper. And then you have evening, which is that period of time after supper until the kids go to bed. And then there's that chunk of time after the kids go to bed. And I realized that loosely this is sort of how I view my day. So I went through first and I just marked the concrete things that I knew I had from week to week, like standing appointments that I have to teach private music lessons with my students. Grocery shopping, I typically go grocery shopping at Aldi every Monday unless something changes, so that's something that's in there. We have praise band practice every other week, so I put that on there. And so then what this allowed me to do was I could see kind of where the holes were, and I could distribute things so that the days were sort of evenly balanced. So for us, we are doing preschool at home, but it's not something that I've been super disciplined about. So with this, I'm able to put it on a few days of the week, but have some wiggle room with it. This has also been a good way for me to start a loose cleaning schedule. If you are like me, you might have looked up cleaning schedules on Pinterest and you stick with them for 2 days until you realize that it's really overwhelming, so you don't have a cleaning schedule. But then what ends up happening is these cleaning tasks that the schedule was holding you accountable for, now you're just not doing it all. So I really needed like an in-between. So I've just written loosely that Monday I will dust, Tuesday I will vacuum, Wednesday I will mop. And then Thursday and Friday I really use for laundry days. It's not a high level of commitment, and it's not something that I look at and I feel really overwhelmed. The other thing that I did was divide up how I wanted to spend the time after the kids go to bed. So maybe a few nights a week I want to spend it just hanging out with my husband. Maybe a few nights a week I want to spend working on stuff for my channel. One night a week I want to devote to us doing a devotion together. One night a week I would like to work on educating ourselves about money and finances and just getting smarter with that. Obviously your things don't have to be the same as mine. They don't even have to be similar to mine. I think for me, looking at this as a loose schedule for the week and sort of filling things in, that's been helpful for me. Just like the cleaning schedule is too rigorous, I watched a video one time about time blocking or block scheduling. I forget what they called it, but anyway, it was like scheduling your day down to the minute. And I definitely think that there is something to be said for scheduling rest and scheduling productive things and scheduling intentional time with your family. But for me, when you schedule it down to the minute, it's unattainable, and it also isn't fun for me. And you know, with kids, you have interruptions all the time, and even if you don't have kids, there are unexpected interruptions. And for me, it's not realistic to schedule things down to the minute. So I just wanted to share this because it is something that I'm excited about using, and I wanted to offer it to you guys if you would like to use it as well. So I am going to leave a link down below in the description, and you can follow that link and print this out for yourself. If you do, I would love for you to tag me on Instagram so I can see how you guys are using it, and I hope that this is something that can help your daily and weekly schedule. I think just establishing rhythms and establishing routines can be really helpful. You know, to-do lists and schedules can be a totally different thing, but just to establish something that you do on a weekly basis can be helpful to you, and I think it can be helpful to your family too. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will be talking to you soon.